Attention, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. We have a meta shift. We have some brand new cards that just hit Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and there's two specific sets of cards that I'm very excited about. One being the Bestials, which I've been waiting for a while now, because you can run Bestials in so many ways. You already know I'm making a Bestial Blue Eyes deck. It's going to happen at some point. Probably going to do it next week. I got to kind of figure out how Bestials still work. But the one I'm being excited about the most was one that was not in leaks yet. Well, it might have been, but I might have missed it. Is Dogmatica Alba Zoa. This card is insane. Read it. Just take a second to read it. Pause. Yeah. Did you see that? That is insane. It makes all your Dogmatica cards unaffected by cards from monsters that came from basically the extra deck. Keep in mind, if they play stuff like Effect Veiler and other effects, and of course, you know, Raigeki and things like that, you're still going to be affected. But specifically in all the extra deck monsters, it makes all your Dogmatica cards basically immune. But the other thing it does is it makes your opponent have to discard their entire extra deck pretty much. If you play this in the beginning and you still have like 14 cards left in your extra deck, that means your opponent has to respond by either getting rid of their entire field, essentially, or dropping half of their extra deck. And then next turn, you do it again and they have nothing left. So pretty much you're going to leave. Another thing you also kind of do with this is you're floodgating. I am playing the evil variant of this featuring Vanity's Ruler. By searching this using Ben 10, you normal summon it after you get a bunch of Libromancers on the field, and then your opponent can't special summon. So not only are you dealing with Zoa, you're also dealing with this card, 2500 beat stake that can't be special summoned, but if it's on the field, your opponent pretty much has to leave. It's kind of crazy. And they also have like your Omni Negate, which is intervention. You return one Libromancer ritual card so you can negate a card. That's kind of like your only defense. It's not like the most impossible boards to break, but the deck it can be difficult depending on the situation. So we're gonna hop in and see what this does against Bestials, Tier Elements, Sprites, pretty much anything we come across in today's video. With this being a brand new deck, I am definitely going to go into casual, but I want to say from my test this morning, it's been a war zone. Casual is just everybody figure out their Bestials and a lot of stun decks too, for some reason. I'm confused why I ran through that as many as I did this morning, but it is what it is. Okay, they made me go first, which means I'm going to pretty much explode here. This is probably Dragon Link Bestial. Or just Bestial in any form. I'm not really sure what yet, but yeah. What I need to do is we're gonna bait out any Ash Blossom that they have. They don't have any. This is great. Geek Boy comes out. Geek Boy lets me grab the field spell, which I already have, but again, that was just bait. Oh, they have nothing. They're just gonna watch me play then. This is actually best case scenario. We activate this. We grab fire. We're gonna set fire. Whoa. Do not normal summon that. We set fire. We gotta grab Doom. This card over here. When you summon that, you're actually able to... Oh, you know what? I just realized this is about to be disgusting because we summoned this. Here's the combo I was talking about, and this is the one that's just absolutely evil. You get rid of this. You summon this. You get your Omni Negate in the field. This searches, and you also get Vanity in your hand. So this is the...
Oh no!
Is that 5 summons? Oh, it's because it's Bestials. It's Bestials. It's definitely Bestials. Okay. Now I'm happy that we have Vanity's Ruler in our hand. I'm going to immediately summon this right now. 2 tributes. Here we go. Okay, now we activate this. Yeah, it's Bestials. Okay, got a lot of information out of that. So what this does now is your opponent cannot special summon as long as the card's on the field. This is hard to get over. We can't get Zoa out, but we have an Omni Negate over here by returning this and then activating that, and we have an Ash as well. This should be, in theory, the win. I personally don't think that this deck is too unbreakable, but it really comes down to the hand. But they definitely have Bestials, which is why it activated when Benton hit my graveyard, because Bestials are basically hand traps where you banish one card in either graveyard, light or dark, and it can summon it, and that's game. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure they're playing Bestials. Ah, I knew it. Dragon Link, I'm telling you, Dragon Link Bestial is all I've seen. And of course, they also have running Kaijus. I got lucky. Look how many Kaijus they have. Hey, Vanity's Fiend just saved me because I was going to explode against this deck. The better question, of course, is are we going to even see Zoa in this video? I've had Zoa and Vanity Fiend out once. Out of, like, I want to say 7 duels. It's not always super ideal, but man, if you have both on the field, that is just... I mean, not that it really does anything. It's not like Zoa protects Vanity's Fiend, but it's still cool to have, like, another boss monster in the field because this card... Not this card, but it's quite the god card. All right. So we're definitely playing prep rights for bait here. Definitely playing for bait. So if they have Ash Blossom and they hit it for some reason, we got to do a full combo here. Perfect. Things that we just love to see. All right. By the way, folks, never Ash preparation rights. Always Ash the card that comes after that. Okay, so now we can just pop off. We're gonna go ahead and do this first. We're gonna activate fire and bring it out by showing this. Remember, you always have to have a ritual card in your hand, otherwise you don't really get to do anything. With this, we'll grab, I guess we'll grab Agent. Not that it really matters. Bring out Agent as well. And make sure I don't do this wrong. Can activate Nadir's Servant. And with this, we can send Herald, which will let me add Benton into my hand. It doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get Herald so I can get Benton in my hand. Ooh. It doesn't matter anymore. So they are playing Bestials again. So, right? Yeah, because it's the first monster. I know they're playing Bestials because asking if they want to banish. Yeah, and they're doing it. I don't know why. It doesn't negate it. But hey, I guess at least they'll get a Beatstick out that can attack over Vanity's Fiend. So this actually was not that bad of a play. I need to get rid of this. I need to get this. This card needs to go. It needs to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this now. This. Yes, and then we add Vanity's Fiend into our hand now. The only thing that sucks is there was no reason for them to activate this, by the way, but they did. For whatever reason, they did, and it was the right answer this time. It's the one time where the answer was correct. Now we summon this, and now they have to make a decision. They have to basically go into attack mode here and beat over Vanity's Ruler. And then whatever they have, I can negate using Intervention, which would put me in bad position because it's just one negate. Oh, or they'll just do that. I might have to. Oh, I know they're tight. I know they're tight. I know they're going to be upset at that one. I know they're going to be. I mean, first of all, you saw me set it. You definitely saw me play it. Why did you do that? Yeah, they're gone. Oh, yeah, I forgot to add Baron. Let me add Baron real fast. At this point, I don't know how long I've been recording. Well, I know how long I've been recording, but I don't know how long this video is going to be because I'm like an hour in deep. And basically, the way I do these first time playing a deck videos is I hop into casual, I record for like an hour. If I make a horrible mistake, obviously I don't include that yet. And I've done a lot of those mistakes, so I'm just like, why did I do that, man? All right, so what I need is I need fire to resolve here. I need fire to resolve here. I was also hoping that they had something. The common mistake I keep doing is I keep accidentally not sending Ben 10 for cost for Doombringer. And then I end up looking like a clown with no follow-up play. And I'm just like, why did I do that? All right, this is going to be a fast duel, I want to say. Because all they're going to do is they're going to see Vanity's Rule come out and then they're going to just leave. Let's do this right now in case they have, like, anything. Okay. And then we get our negate out. Now we pretty much win. We have one negate and they can't summon. They're locked out. So from playing the past hour, this combo is very, very easy to do. And I think 1 out of like 10 duels I have both Zoa and Vanity's Ruler on the field. It's a bit more complicated, but it is doable. Part of me is hoping that this is a tier limit deck so I can feel even better because I hate tier limit with a passion. At this point, it's funny, like looking back at it, when tier limits first came out, I'm all for new powerful decks to come out. But over the course of like a month, I realized how much I hate tier limit because it shuts down every deck. Tier 0 is just not a good thing for any game at all. And unfortunately, tier 0 is the case here because everybody's playing tier limit, which shuts down every single deck because of the Ishizu cards. So yeah, I learned to absolutely hate it with a passion. There we go. I was like, why are they waiting? Let's go see if this is actually a tier deck. Oh, it was Sprite. Sprite Beast. Yo, this deck looks kind of crazy. Hold on. And evenly matched? Oh, if they open with evenly matched, that would have been game over. I think evenly matched is the most ignorant card in the entire game. And I think this card existing shows you the problem with Yu-Gi-Oh! Today, because it's like the fact that a card like this has to exist is nuts. It's like, it's too powerful. It's not even at all. You set up even like the slightest board, you end your turn, your opponent goes into battle phase, which is like when they give up their battle phase. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is meant to be a game where you lock your opponent out and they can't play. So losing your battle phase does nothing at all. Literally, your opponent just clears your board They freely do their combo, and then there's nothing you can do. This card needs to go. I hate it with a passion. Okay, so getting to Vanity's Ruler play is pretty consistent after playing for like an hour. Now we gotta play Zoa. Zoa's a bit more trickier, and it's not more of a guaranteed win condition. Granted, I mean, Vanity's Ruler is a floodgate, so it's like, it's kind of hard to deal with that. What can Zoa do if I can get Zoa out? Let's try to make that happen. This hand is not good, I think. Okay. This is actually terrible. This is worst case scenario. So I gotta summon Ecclesia, so now I'm officially locked out of my extra deck, unless they, of course, stop this, which they might. 60 cards. And I need to add, you know what, let's just add Zoa into our hand. Having 2 fires sucks. I wish I had anything about that. Okay, let's go ahead and reveal the Zoa in my hand. And summon... What do they have? They have something. I would assume it's gotta be Imperm. Let's get Geek Boy in our hand. What would they have? What would they have? I have nothing in the graveyard, so I'm curious to know what it is. This is one thing. This is one drawback that I realized from playing for literally 2 hours with this deck. Is once you activate the Dogmatica monsters, you're locked out of your extra deck. So it's like one or the other. There's no both. This is kind of like the balance with the deck. That's why winning with Vanity's Ruler is a lot easier than the main aspect of the deck. All right, can I even get Zoa out this turn? I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I think what I have to do is I have to go for intervention. So I have my negate. And now I have to activate this. We'll send... Do you do anything? Can I be shown my monster? I think I'll keep Ecclesia on the field. Let's summon this by sending Geek Boy or Fire and Geek Boy away. And now we'll get Doom Broker. And this is going to be basically my Omni negate. So let's do this and that. So I don't have an easy way to get Zoa out. It's like guaranteed, especially with this hand. I think. To people that play Dogmatica IRL, they've been playing this deck. If you have been playing this deck, let me know what the fastest way it is to turbo this card. Because when this is on the field, you're killing your opponent's extra deck. For every 2 cards you extra deck, you can send 1 card. Arpy's Feather Duster? I feel like I have to. Yeah, I have to do this. I mean, I might as well. Doom Broker, let's go ahead and get rid of that. If they end up having Lightning Storm as well, then GG's, you just win. And let's go ahead and summon... I just do Fire. Because with Fire, we can grab Agent. That way we have another Libromancer in hand for next turn as a follow-up. And then my main interruption here is going to be Dogmatica Punishment now. But ideally, if I had Nadir Servant, that's a... Ain't no way. What am I dueling? A danger. Oh my god. I think I'm about to get OTK. What are they sending away? Cosmic Cyclone? Why did they choose not to activate that first? I will never know. We will literally never know. Because they have to. Of course they do. Alright, I guess we're activating Dogmatica Punishment. Let's get rid of this. And I don't know why they're doing that now. You could have just waited. And this is basically the other part of the deck. Like every extra deck card I send, that's fine. Every extra deck card I send will have that effect for later. So what we'll do is, I guess we'll send Omega. Yeah. Okay, surely they can't do anything with 2 cards. Surely this isn't like Numeron Network or something. It's Gizmek, okay. Fantastic. Lovely. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay. Well, luckily they can't kill me with this. This deck sucks. It's the one beauty of it. Draw. This deck absolutely sucks. All right, now we're gonna do the exact same combo again. Do I have Geek Boy right in the graveyard? I do. Yeah. So one thing that Agent does is when you play Agent, you can add a Libromancer from your graveyard back into your hand, which is nice. I can't get Zoa out this turn though, which sucks. Which is fine. Let's go ahead and grab Geek Boy. I really need Nadir Sermon. If Nadir Sermon was a 3, which would be a mistake, I could turbo out Zoa very, very easily. But in this case, this is what we're doing right now. Let's go ahead and grab First Appearance. You know what's actually dope is we could technically we could Vanity's Ruler again right here. That's the funny part. We can 100% Vanity Rule us again. We'll do this. Summon you. Unless, I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? No. I got an idea. I forgot I could also do this. So we're going to grab Diviner Herald here, actually. And this is how you're going to turbo out Zoa instead. You summon Herald. I completely forgot that this is in my deck, too. You send Herald of Light, which when this is sent to the graveyard, you can add the card needed. So in this case, Dogmatic Calamity. Oh, this is about to be fun. We activate this, and we have to get, I believe, exactly 12, right? So if we do 6 and 6, we'll just do these two. And this is what makes Zoa obnoxious. Now, you see how I have 13 cards? For every 2 cards in my extra deck, your opponent has to send 1 extra deck card away. Now, if they happen to have cards that benefit them, like Elder Entity, I'm going to get blown up here. So let's see what happens. Something else this card does, this is very important, is it protects all your Dogmatica cards from effects from extra deck monsters, which is important. Number 1, activated effects, so permanent effects like stuff like from Chengen, from Sword Soul, doesn't really do anything. But anything that requires bringing the card out and activating effects, it protects all your Dogmatica cards, which it's not as good as it sounds. Because, I mean, all they have to do is play like Raigeki or something, which, you know, you have your negate if you have Libermancer Doombroker set up. But if there's something like Man-Eater Bug and flip it for some reason, this is dying to that bug. What all did they lose? Wow, they lost everything. All right, so now, am I locked out of my graveyard? I am, or my extra deck. Again, I play, oh, because Dog Calamity. Okay, again, this is one thing that's very, very important, is a lot of the Dogmatica cards lock you out of your extra deck, so you just kind of SOL after that. I guess I'm just going to attack with both of these, and see what happens. I mean, I guess you want to bring that back. Yeah, I'm going to still attack. Get out of here. Let's do that right now. I don't want to deal with Gizmek again. Let's get Gizmek out of here, which I guess I could have done, but it's quick effect anyway, so I had to do it this way. And I hope that they don't have Grand Maju for whatever reason. The 16 cards, Grand Maju is going to be pretty good. That's Zoa. It's not as great as it sounds. It's a cool little god card within the Dogmatica setup, and I'm sure there's much better ways to run it. But ideally, with a deck like this, if you really want to be evil, you're going to be accessing Vanity Ruler on the field first, and then going into your secondary plays. This is more a Vanity Ruler deck first, followed by the Dogmatica stuff. Because again, the biggest problem is because when you play certain Dogmatica cards, you're locked out of your extra deck, and then that's it. It's just your SOL at that point, and it is what it is. All right, I think I'm gonna end it at that. I don't know how much of this video is gonna get cut into a video. I've recorded a lot today. And I gotta say, I know at least half of these duels were me activating a Dogmatica card only to realize that I'm locked out of my extra deck, and then I have to scoop. Like, I gotta remember, that's the one thing about this deck, is there's a lot of like locks of myself that get placed if I play incorrectly. And this being my first time playing Dogmatica, is I'm not used to it yet. But if you do it right, you have a lot of powerful stuff in here. You know, Zoa can absolutely blow your opponent's entire field up. You know, you have obviously the Vanity's Ruler play you can do as well, which is pretty annoying. This deck can go far. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next upload tomorrow.